The peaceful village of Umedike, where the drum sang and the moon lit the stories of old, lived a boy named Emeka. He was an orphan, his parents lost to a mysterious illness when he was just 5 seasons old. Since then, he had no family, no home, and no inheritance, only his wood to survive. The villagers called him Mota Fu, the boy with nothing. He wore clothes that hung like dried leaves on a stick and often slept under trees or in abandoned huts. But in Emeka's eyes burned something different. While others begged the gods to pity them, Emeka believed he was born for greatness. Every morning, he fetched water for elders, cleaned the market square, and helped farmers without ever expecting a reward. His only treasure was his kindness and a dream he refused to bury. One day, as the sun painted golden streaks across the water, Emeka went to the river to gather herbs. As he bent down, a voice floated to his ears like smoke. Emeka. Startled, he turned. There, sitting calmly on a smooth stone, was an old woman wrapped in faded red cloth. Her skin was wrinkled like tree bark, but her eyes shone with fire. "Do not be afraid," she said. "I have watched your heart. You do good not to be praised, but because it is who you are." She reached into a calabash and pulled out a small wooden gourd tied with cowries. "Take this. Every evening, speak to it and ask for what you need, but only once a day. Be wise. Be content." Emeka reached for it, trembling. "Why me?" "Because the gods do not forget the pure in spirit," she whispered, and vanished into the mist like she was never there. That night, under the sacred Iroko tree, Emeka whispered, "God, give me food." In a flash, before his eyes, appeared a tray, jollof rice steaming with pepper, fried plantain, spicy goat meat, and cold palm wine. Emeka cried, not from hunger, but from joy. For the first time, he was full. Each evening, he asked for just what he needed. And slowly, his bones filled out, his skin glowed, and his smile returned. But he did not hoard his blessing. He shared his meals with old Mama Nkechi who had no teeth, with little Chika who had no father, with blind Baba Yuzo who only heard stories but never saw them. The villagers began to whisper, "That boy is blessed. The gods have touched him. Perhaps Emeka is not so cursed after all." But not all were happy. Obina, the chief's son, proud, loud, and spoiled, watched Emeka from behind his father's compound. "How can an orphan shine brighter than me?" he hissed. He bribed 2 hunters to spy on Emeka. One night, they followed him to the Iroko tree and saw him speaking to the god. The next night, Obina crept into Emeka's hut while he slept and stole the god. Laughing, he whispered, "God, give me gold, jewels, slaves, power." The god rattled, glowed, and then exploded in a storm of black smoke. Obina screamed as he was flung into the dirt. His tongue twisted, his skin darkened, and from that day, he spoke only in riddles no one could understand. The next morning, Emeka found the broken god. His heart ached, not from the loss, but from betrayal. But before he could weep, the old woman appeared again. "You did not curse the thief. You did not let pride rule you. Now you are ready for your true inheritance." She handed him a staff carved with ancient CBD symbols and pointed beyond the hills. "Go to the mountain of Marenzo. Your destiny waits." And so Emeka walked, through forests where lions watched but did not attack, across rivers that parted for him like threads, past spirits that whispered but did not harm. He walked for 7 days and 7 nights. At the mountain's peak, he found a giant gate made of stone and flame. As he raised the staff, it opened, revealing a hidden city, golden, ancient, and glowing with ancestral power. There, Emeka was greeted by elders of old, guardians of the forgotten wisdom. They placed upon him robes of light and said, "You are the chosen steward. Use these gifts not to rule, but to restore." When Emeka returned to Umedike, he was no longer the orphan boy in rags. He was strong, wise, and dressed in radiant cloth stitched with knowledge. He used the gold to build homes for the homeless. He used scrolls of wisdom to teach children and farmers alike. He planted forests, dug wells, created trade routes, and called it Umon Emeka, the unity of Emeka's people. Even Obina, now mute and mad, was cared for with dignity. When the village elders offered him a throne, he refused. "I am not a king," he said. "I am only a boy the gods remembered." This tale is not about magic, but about character. Kindness opens doors. Humility earns favor. And the gods do not bless greed. In the silence of suffering, Emeka chose hope. In the face of jealousy, he chose peace. And in the presence of power, he chose to serve.